Glad you stopped by. We're going to talk about how to use a stencil in our wax creations today. Let's get started. So, to use the stencils, we're going to choose either a metal one. This one is made by dreamweaver.com, and also I don't know, but I think it might be available on Amazon, and there are several different patterns. This one is a plastic one, works just as well as the metal, and it is from Crafter's Workshop, and they are available a lot of times locally, but you can look online as well. So we start out by creating a background card. This time I'm going to use blue-green, and I'm going to cover the entire card with my blue-green, floating it on there. The pattern in the background doesn't matter, as long as you get it on there. Then I'll set it aside for a moment, and I'm going to use my metal stencil first, and I'm going to apply silver wax to it. So I put the wax on the iron, and then I lightly float that wax on the stencil. Got to try to get it covered. And you've got to be really light feathers, so that you have to keep working it, because it is metal and it just kind of slides off. But if you work at it, you'll get it in there. It's just a really neat process. Then what I want you to do is remember that this is warm. So don't burn yourselves, but set it off for a moment. Return the colored background card and tape it down. I use artist tape or scotch tape, not scotch tape, masking tape works good, but the artist tape I have around. So I tape this card to the paper towel, then I take my stencil, flip it over, and tape it down as well. That way they won't move. Then I iron this like I'm ironing shirts. So I'm going to clean off the edge, and I'm going to apply some pressure to this. So you can pretend you did your ironing today. You can tell everybody you did your ironing. Once you see the wax spread out from the stencil, you know you've done it enough. Then keep in mind that this is hot, and just set it aside. I have made one earlier that I will share with you what it looks like. This one is cool. It's cooled off. And all I'm going to do now is peel the stencil away from the card, and now you see this gorgeous set of trees. And what I do is trim it here and here, and then mount it on my card. So this is the process. And just so you can see that the plastic one works just as well, I'm going to use it. I've already prepared a card for it. And then I'll show you again how to wax the stencil up. And this one being plastic is no different. It tends to stay on here a little better. The wax does. So the plastic ones are a good option. The metal ones are beautiful though. The designs just happen to be whatever you like. Okay, so now I have this completely covered with silver wax. I'll put my background card down first, grab a piece of tape, grab another piece of tape, flip my stencil over so that the wax side is down, and tape it as well. And then, as I said, cleaning out the edge of your iron in the bottom. Now you can iron this like you're ironing shirts. A little more pressure until you see the heat move the wax away from the stencil. And then we'll set it aside and let it cool. Careful not to burn yourself. And we'll look at this one. This one's cool enough now that we can peel it. If you take it too early, they won't work. You won't get what you're looking for. This one took the paper. Never had that happen before. Wow. Interesting. We learn something every day, don't we? There it is. And we can trim that up and still use it. It's good to make mistakes because then we learn from them. And here's the other one. The one previously. And now I'll peel this one. I think it's cool enough. And we'll peel it. And we'll see. Ah, isn't that pretty? And that could be trimmed, could be cut out. You could use it in other things. Thank you.